Okay, so this is the last homework assignment of the week. Again, passive voice and conditionals. So these first 10 sentences are all in the present perfect. So in order to make a passive sentence in the present perfect, it takes this form. Has been, and then the past participle, or have been and the past participle. Okay, so let's do the first one. Carrie has paid the bill. So again, same thing applies, right? We have to get the object, which here it's the bill, and then follow the form, has been, and then the past participle of paid is paid by Carrie. Okay, number 2. I have eaten a hamburger. A hamburger has been eaten by me. We have cycled 5 miles. So again, my verb here, and this is my object. So 5 miles have been cycled by us. I have opened the present. The present has been opened by me. Next one. They have not read this book. The book has not been read by them. So look where I put not. I put it between has and been. You have not sent the parcel. The parcel has not been sent by you. Oops. We have not agreed to this issue. This issue has not been agreed to by us. So this one is a little bit tricky, but just think of agreed to as kind of like a phrasal verb. So it still goes together, okay? So then here, just remember in the passive sentence, just remember to take agreed in the past participle and add to right after it. They have not caught the thieves. The thieves have not been caught by them. So again, make sure that you're checking your verb form because, right, we have thieves, so we have to take have. Has she found him? Has. And then take a look here. This is my, right, this comes after my verb. Has he been phoned by her? So you just have to move the has to the beginning. Have they noticed us? Have we been noticed by them? So again, we have us, right? It comes after the verb. So I have to put it in the beginning of my new passive sentence. And then been noticed by them, right? I get them from they. So that's for the present perfect. The next one, the future tense. And this one takes the form will be and the past participle. So let's try it out. So my object here, a new computer will be bought by Jane. Okay, next one. Her boyfriend will install it. It will be installed by her boyfriend. Next one, millions of people will visit the museum. The museum will be visited by millions of people. So the easy part of the future form, as you can see, is that it's always going to be like the same, where we have will and be, so you don't have to worry if the subject is plural or not. It's always just going to be the same form. You just have to watch for the past participle. Our boss will sign the contract. The contract will be signed by our boss. You will not do it. It will. So we have to add not. Where do you think it's gonna go? It will not be done by you. So we put it between the will and the be. Okay, if you have a negative. They will not show you the new film. Oh, I'm sorry, they will not show the new film. The new film will not be shown by them. He won't see Sue. Sue won't be seen by him. Or you can say Sue will not be seen by him. Both of those are correct. They will not ask him. He will not be asked by them. Next one. Will the company employ a new worker? Okay. So again, remember with the questions, this is gonna be the same. Will. And then what's my object? This, right? Because it's coming after my verb, employ. Will a new worker be employed by the company? Okay. And then the last one, number 10. Will the plumber repair the shower? Will. And then, right, the shower is what comes after my verb. Will the shower be repaired by the plumber? Okay, so that's it for the passive voice. Let's do the last portion here, which is the conditionals for third conditionals. So remember, when I have the third conditional, I have when I have if, I take had plus past participle, and then the second clause takes would have and the past participle. So this one is the most confusing of the conditionals. Let's try to see if we can do it together. If the weather had been nice, we would have played football. So remember, just follow this form. The car would not have broken down if you had checked it. Next one. If we had gone to McDonald's, we would have had more to eat. So this one looks a little bit weird because I have and had, but it's correct, so don't worry about it. you would have understood the film if you had read the book. The next one, the water in the pool would have been warmer if the sun had shone. If John had learned more words, he would have written a good report. Okay, so that's all of those for conditional 3. So the next few questions on page 6, they're kind of mixed. So it's kind of like a review for all the conditionals that we've looked at. My parents... Oh, sorry, we still have this one. My parents would have bought the house if the man had not sold it to someone else. If the police had not stopped me, I would have reached you in time. Okay, so number 5 is a review of the different conditionals. So let's look here. You blank tired tomorrow if you don't go to bed soon. So I'm gonna say it's will be, right? And this would be the first conditional where I have the present tense here, and then the other part here has the will plus the main verb. Number 2, B. Butter if you melt it, if you leave it out in the sun. So same thing here. Butter will melt if you leave it out in the sun. This one is present tense, so that lets me know that I have to choose will plus the main form of the verb. Or remember, in the 0 conditional can also take 2 present simple verbs. So both of these answers are actually correct. Maybe I would choose this one where it says melts, because we know that it's always true. Okay. I blank it very much if they gave you a job. Mark. So we have the past simple here. So do you remember what the other verb should be? Would, right? We have would and then the main form of the verb. So here I wouldn't like it very much if they gave the job to Mark. D. I never get here on time if I take the train. So I know that it's the present simple because, right, we have never. So that kind of lets me know that I can't take will because it's a habit. Happens all the time. E. I wouldn't have met up with John if I... there's a typo here. If I had stayed at home. So this is the third conditional form, right? Wouldn't have met. You work hard if you want to pass your English exam. So again, I have want here. So it can either be conditional 0, right? Because conditional 0 takes present tense in both forms, but it can also be the first conditional where I have will and have to. So both of those are okay. I'd have helped you if you had told me. So here where it says I'd, just think of it as I would. It's the same thing. Sometimes in speaking we just say I'd because it's a lot faster. I wouldn't get so angry with you if you had got, and I would actually say if you had gotten more work done. Some people say got, but got and gotten are okay. I prefer gotten, just my personal preference. You speak, so we'll speak better English if you did more homework. So we have the past simple, right? So I know I have to use would speak. This is the second conditional. I would never have believed it was possible if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Third conditional, right? Would never have believed. I'd have told you the news sooner if I had seen you. Again, third conditional. And then the last one, Sammy gets angry if you say he's fat, because it's kind of like a habit, right? It happens all the time.